Do you love food as much as Link? Well, even if you don't, I'm still sure you'll want a taste of this video, because it's a cooking video. Get it? Tears of the Kingdom features a large variety of different meals presented across Hyrule, and me, loving food, wanted to try some of these in real life. So I purchased a Zelda cookbook on Amazon and got to cooking. To start, of course, I needed a breakfast. And what better pick is there than Wildberry Crepes? In the game, you'll need to pick yourself up a wildberry, cane sugar, fresh milk, tabantha wheat, and bird eggs. Once you've acquired all these items, head to a cooking station, combine the ingredients, and voila! You've gotten yourself Wildberry Crepes. But in real life, things are a tiny bit more complicated. First, you need to gather all your ingredients as presented, and make sure to grab yourself a jar of Lon Lon milk. Once gathered, start your batter by mixing the required ingredients. That whole process takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Once completed, cover your mixing bowl in a plastic wrap and put it in your fridge for roughly 30 minutes. After the time passes, butter your pan, add the batter, and cook your crepes at a medium-high heat. Quick disclaimer though, crepes are a lot thinner than American-style pancakes, so be wary because they cook a lot faster. Soon enough, your first crepe will be completed. I personally decorated mine with strawberries and whipped cream to make it as game-accurate as possible, and also just for the taste. In the end, you might have the best crepes you've ever tasted, because that was the exact same situation for me. Next up, we have the notorious Noble Pursuit, known in Breath of the Wild for its side quest which involved the drink. In Tears of the Kingdom, you'll need 1 hydromelon, bolt fruit, palm fruit, and rock salt to create this drink. In real life, this was fairly easy to make. As always, gather your ingredients as presented and start by making your smoothie. Combine your strawberries, bananas, pineapple juice, and ice and blend until practically liquid. Your final product should taste eerily similar to the Booster Juice Strawberry Sunshine Smoothie. If you know, you know. Then combine it with sparkling water to give it some fizz and more of an aesthetic look. The Noble Pursuit is an amazing drink for summer, and I highly recommend you trying it for yourself. We've now officially hit the halfway marker. You can skip ahead if you'd like. But I just want to say I still have 2 meals left to cook and display. If you're liking and enjoying this video, please leave a like to help spread it to others, and subscribe to help this channel grow. And now, back to the video. This third meal is technically a breakfast, but hey, people eat eggs for lunch all the time. So here, I present to you all the Hyrule Herb Omelette. In the game, it's called the Vegetable Omelette, and you'll need any plant, bird egg, goat butter, and rock salt to make. In real life, it's much more complicated to make unless you're really good at making eggs. The ingredients required are 3 eggs, parsley leaves, sun-dried tomatoes, and butter. For the stir-fried rice, which will be the main component of the omelet, use steamed rice, 1 onion, sun-dried tomato, and olive oil. Before you start cooking the eggs, I reckon you make the stir-fried rice first, as I did. This is simply to ensure that you're not dealing with too many tasks at once. In short, start by oiling your pan at a low-medium heat, and add your onions and cook until they get slightly darker. Add the rest of your ingredients in a timely fashion, then stir for roughly 3 minutes. Now for the main event, the eggs themselves. Crack all 3 of them and put them into a bowl, add your salt and pepper, whisk and add parsley as well. Butter your pan, add the eggs, and cook until you can comfortably lift the omelet with a spatula. Immediately after this, add your rice, flip your egg, and let it cook. While your eggs are cooking, chop up a tomato, plate it, and once your Hyrule Herb omelet is done, make sure to add it to your plate. I'm a very inexperienced cook, and this was relatively easy to make for me, so I recommend you take some time out of your day and make arguably the best omelet I've ever had the luxury of making. We've now entered the final segment of this video, dinner. What's the most memorable meal you've cooked in the Wild Era games? I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you guys thought the renowned hearty Salmon Muniere, a retail delicacy with a whole quest surrounding it in Breath of the Wild. In Tears of the Kingdom, to make this is much harder than you might think. To acquire a hearty salmon, you must first venture to Hyrule Castle, getting past hordes of enemies, travel around the castle, and somehow make it to the docks. There in the water lies a hearty salmon for the taking. After that long and treacherous journey, you now have to make your way back to a cooking station. Yeah, it's a lot of work. At least now you can finally cook your meal. By combining the salmon, butter, and tabantha wheat, you now have yourself a hearty Salmon Muniere in your possession. If you're ever low on hearts, eat this meal and you'll gain all of them back and then some. To make this tasty meal in real life, you'll need salmon steaks. I just personally use salmon fillets, flour, butter, the juice of 2 lemons, salt, and pepper. For the tomatoes on the side, you'll need, obviously, tomatoes, garlic, parsley, olive oil, soy sauce, yuzu kosho, which is basically a Japanese chili spice, and of course salt. Before you commence, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius and start by preparing the vegetables which will be used to accompany your meal. Once completed, cut your tomatoes in half, place them on a baking pan with parchment paper, and season them with salt. Then in a bowl, add the pureed garlic, olive oil, soy sauce, and yuzu kosho. Mix well and using a kitchen brush, brush the marinade on the tomatoes. Then bake for 30 minutes. In the meantime, add flour to a plate, season your salmon with salt and pepper, apply your flour to the fish, and when you're done, make sure to remove the excess flour. When finished, heat a large frying pan or skillet, add butter, and let it brown. Place the salmon on the pan and let it cook for about 3 minutes per side. Once your salmon is finished cooking, make sure to remove it and add it on a piece of paper towel. Don't forget about your tomatoes, remove them as well, and place it on a plate with your salmon and greens. But I think there's something missing. Oh yeah, the sauce. I personally cooked my sauce over a fire, but obviously you can just use yourself a stove. In a little pot, make sure to add butter, lemon juice, lemon zest, and parsley, and heat until the butter is completely melted and hot, not burnt. Now apply this sauce directly onto your Salmon Muniere, which is now complete and ready to enjoy for dinner. That's it for today's video. I genuinely hope you enjoyed watching my first channel project ever, and subscribe so I can reach my new goal of 100 subscribers. If you have any feedback that could help me improve the quality of my future videos, please let me know. Oh, if you want to cook any of these meals for yourself because you are intrigued, but you want a more in-depth video on how to make them, such as the addition of measurements and important timing, please let me know and I'll happily make a video on the topic. You can expect a few YouTube shorts in the next few coming days, weeks maybe, and a long-form video coming soon, which could be a part 2 to this if this video performs well, of course. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Really hope to see you in the next one. Bye Hop, out.